So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute the desktop in the Discord, or y'all are just gonna have to deal with it for a second. And then just open up the stream and hear how we sound. That way, you know, I try not to make the same fucking mistake twice. And record. I already hit record. I mean, this is extra shit anyways. But well, I'll save it for the show. That's what's hard is you get on and you want to just start talking and shit and you just like save it for the show. Yeah, there's actually something I want to talk to you about when we start the show. Anyways, like I said, I'll save it for the show. I don't forgot what the fuck I'm doing. Like I used to think, like, man, I'll get a computer, it'll be great. It's not. I mean, it is. It is. No, it's not what I thought it would be. You know, I thought, oh hell, I'm gonna get a computer. It's gonna be great. Um, you know, I'm just gonna be able to hit a button and go live. No, not at all. So, you want Justin? Do you want at juanyam at or at haveadrink as well? At haveadrink show. I had or not emailed, added both you and them on Twitter the other day to when I was promoting it. Do you want a specific color? Would you like to have a color? You look like a cornflower blue guy. Now I just need to full screen that. So you can't see our conversation that was so in depth. But no, I really do appreciate this, man, because like hell, getting anybody to be able to be a part of the show is always great, you know, because everybody's always so busy. It's Justin with a Y, right? No, it's with an I. I know. I put it in there. I know a Justin one. I know Justin with a Y, and his parents were hipsters. No, that's what my wife wants to do. She wants to name. We got this whole thing in my entire family. Well, on my mom's side, every female for like 5 generations has been named K, or not K, but a name with K in it. And then my mother, or my wife, my other two kids, Kason and Kaylee, she just happened to be doing that shit. It wasn't like it happened. She just happened to be doing the same thing. So now they have to have a K name. So it's going to be Kason Jury Lee Medley. Eh. Yeah, we figure we fuck them up and give them 4 names. I really need to change my name. There's so many Fitzes, but it's like committed now. Yes, I am using Comic Sans. Oh, I need to change yours to Calibre Light, but I'm bringing Comic Sans back. Fuck that. Everybody hates it. Well, fuck that. I'm making it great again. No, it hasn't. But you gotta think. You just grab it by the sands and it becomes comic. I couldn't resist that fucking joke. I like a towel. There. done. Alright. I have no bumpers. I can play a song. I've been checking out not like music that won't get flagged for copyright. Like Post Malone's Congratulations is straight. Um I don't know how much you could play of a song, but still. I reached out to Jay though and asked him, how much it would be if he can get back to me. If you want to tweet it out, that's what I'm about to do too. I'm putting up the final touches of the stream. As soon as we're already live technically. Yeah. Can't hear Justin. Okay. Talk, Justin. Oh, he can't hear you. Oh, he can't hear you because I turned the audio off for a second.
Oh.
Now what does he sound like?
Yeah. All right. Am I being heard?
What does he sound like? You sound fine to me, but you know how shit is. You sound fine.
Oh yeah, no,
and it comes over stream fucked up.
Yeah, no.
He said that's the spot, so you're good.
Yeah, we had a we were using Discord one time, and for some reason the actual recording I came out like super low, and we couldn't quite figure out what had happened. But let's see, that's auto in.
I'm so glad I'm bringing Comic Sans back, because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, he's such a pleb." Look at this guy. Look at this guy with Comic Sans. Come on, was he in the '90s? And it's gonna be great. Who has the echo? I have the echo, or he has the echo?
Do I have an echo?
It's probably me with the echo. Cause I don't know how to use a fucking mixer, man. Everybody has one. No, it's you. It's you. That's right, cause I worked all day at this mixer. And then I dropped it, and all the levels changed. That's besides the point. I'm gonna tweet this out. We're ready to go whenever. It's already recording. I think.
Let me.
Hold on. Yeah, okay. It was recording. I just have to edit those together. And I don't have a bumper, so I'll play some music and we'll just go into it. Something non-copyrighted, which would be Post Malone's Congratulations. Even though it plays it in my damn algorithm, YouTube Music is like, oh, you listen to Post Malone, well, you must want to hear that same song in repeating order every 3 songs of every Post Malone song. So I do like it, but still. No, why would you? I just want the regular version. There's a dirty version? Doesn't seem like a dirty song. I'll open up Twitter. Or not Twitter, but Twitch. It's so much easier to do a show when you're not fucking streaming Assassin's Creed or fucking something, because just the graphics and shit. Like Assassin's Creed, they have graphics for the water, with the field of view of the water, the fucking texture of the people, fucking all types of shit, man. It's terrible.
Oh.
But when you're in Greece, you could go anywhere in Greece, no loading screen. You're just there. No, it doesn't load at all. You just keep going if you wanted to run in the end.
Yeah, no, that's kind of how it was, at least from what I was playing in Origin, until I had to try to, fast travel somewhere.
But I mean, it's got to be a good game. Shroud is playing it, so. Alright. Then change the dashboard. See, this is shit I hate, man. Change the dashboard. I gotta tweet shit out. I gotta be a creator. Blah blah blah. Pity me. Whatever. No, I'm just playing. My life is pretty sweet. I mean, you know, have you seen the show, man? It's just a BS show. You know, we'll touch on like what you do on Have a Drink and what it's
Yeah.
like working with, you know, 4 cast members and shit, and you know, or you know, a 4-person show.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna try and beef up a bit on it because I will try to catch some of the streams when I can, but I haven't had much of a chance to catch this
Oh
particular
man, you
show.
don't look. You don't have to watch my shit at all. I don't give a fuck. I really don't like.
well,
I mean,
well,
because the
no, but
content is content. Like, man, so many people like. M-Beam actually surprised me. I accidentally put my phone number in a VOD, and I was like, it doesn't fucking matter. Nobody watches it. And he was like, hey, your phone number's in that VOD. I was like, huh. You know, at least he's looking out for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me-
All right. This is now what is it? Talk shows or IRL? It's not IRL. It's something. I think it's talk show and podcast. I can never find any tags for this shit. I try to.
It's one of the things I'm glad that Brittany is the one that's running a lot of that end of it because I would take forever just trying to get it all
I,
set up.
well, thanks for throwing a small jab. I know I'm taking forever, man. Just give me fucking.
No, that's not what I meant.
Nah, I'm just playing, man. I'm high and like you ever like. And I'm not saying you ever got high, but you ever just been dazed out and like you just start searching through your phone and shit, and you don't you want one thing, but you scroll 5 pages of apps, and you go past the same app that you want 5 times, just because you're just so out of it, you're not paying attention. That is what's
Yeah.
happening right now.
No, you're fine.
I
I was
don't
gonna say
even
like
give a
no, that's
fuck
that's
about
pretty
tags.
much. Like I say, that's pretty much my life of just. I was going to
Interviews
do
count.
something.
Educational because you teach about drinks. Uh, Anime because I might show my boobs. Uh, Business, whatever. That's enough. I don't need any more. All right. Update information. Copy the fucking stream so I can tweet it out. Did you already tweet it, or I just tweet? I could
Yeah,
just.
I just tweeted it from the Have a Drink show account. So
I'll just
should
retweet
be
your tweet.
yeah. And,
Throw it in the Discord.
mm,
So everybody that's in the audience, we sound fine. Thank you. It's so much easier when people are here, you know.
when you have some kind of feedback to say, yeah, no, it's working fine.
Look, man, I've played 5 hours of a game, and I'm sure I sound like garbage, and no one even told me.
We had basically working audio, and all of our video went to hell during our news show yesterday. So
I think I've
we
already tweeted it. I already tweeted it too, so I just gotta retweet your tweet. Yeah, I got you right here.
there you go. Yeah, I had it falling.
Alright, throw it in the Discord and I'm done. I didn't even really pay attention to my own Discord. That's the shame. Oh fuck, well we're in the call. I can't really throw it in Discord. Well, fuck it. It'll be alright. I can do it quick. Don't read my messages, people. I do porn things. Really, there's nothing in here. What the fuck is Stream Shield? Right there in front of me. It was the one on the tab. No one say nothing.
Yeah, this is ready for later.
DKG is easy. play this song. I don't know if you'll hear it. You're not important anyway. I don't even really want to play the
Hmm.
song. Like, really, if you want to talk, we can just talk and edit something in later, man.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that's fine.
well, first off, thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
Oh no.
Um, I did reach out. I see. No, you have to tell me everybody's name because I know most of them from chat. Like I know you and Casey, and then
Yeah.
what is it? Michelle, Megan, someone with an M.
There's Brittany, and then
Brittany.
there's
It's not with an M at all.
no, but
Uh,
yeah, but there's Brittany, and then
and
there's Chris.
McBeard face. I know
Yeah,
him. I just don't know his real name.
name is Chris.
Okay, all right. Well, now I know it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know who runs it. I just reached out to have a drink. What I did was y'all were actually like the first people I reached out to, but I reached out to like 300 people and like 20, 40 reach back, and then it's all a waiting game from there. And I could go through 18. Like I probably out of my Twitter, which I lost. I mean, I lost so many followers, like because I didn't tweet for like 2 months, so I lost like 200 followers. Um,
Mm,
they, I mean, most of them were just writer journalists, or Twitch streamers or game streamers. So
yeah.
some people reach back, some people don't.
Yeah, we got a message because we just keep like a group text going, and they're just like, "Hey, Fitz said," it's like, "Oh yes, no, we want to do that," but we all have like weird ADD brains, or the rest of the world got in the way, and we just kind of forgot about it for a minute, and we went, "Oh yeah, we need to try to schedule something."
Look, me too, man. Like, don't even feel bad. I'm the exact same way. Fucking, but I I can't help it, there's so many times like I forget to reach out to people. I've been supposed to do shows and forgot. It's hard. It's hectic.
Oh yeah.
It's hectic. And I
Well,
know. Didn't you say Brittany's having a baby? I'm not trying to dox nobody or
oh
who.
no, no,
Somebody's having a baby.
Brittany's having a baby.
Congratulations to her if she watches
Mhm.
it.
she been
Bushy
having
McBeard
a
face, what's up, man? Uh, yeah, congrats on the baby.
I think she had been doing like a baby stream. I just don't know if she still has like I haven't seen if she's done one of those in the last little bit.
Yeah,
Like
no,
a
you know what we should have done? We should have had her and my wife. They could have done their own podcast. But my wife would be too scared to talk, probably. Unless
uh
she just get on there talking shit.
hmm, it's I don't know. I was surprised Brittany doing like the one woman show thing, but I like she did pretty well
Well,
from the bits I've got to see of it.
I mean, it's not hard to just get up here and talk like we're doing now,
No, it's-
and hope that people listen. They don't, but you still could try. Um, no, it's great though. Yeah, but I'm glad you finally did reach out to me, and you should be here too, asshole. If you're in the goddamn chat,
He's gonna
But no,
probably
I
go to
get it.
bed.
I totally get it, man. I
He's
really.
probably gonna go to bed in like an hour. So
Oh man,
he's
sleep is for the weak.
it's also for the people who have to get up at like 4 in the morning.
What?
No, midnight to go to work and take lunch at 4 in the morning. That's right.
Just throw it in my face. I don't have a job. It's okay. It's okay. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But no, what this show's about is we just talk about being a creator and what it's like. I know I haven't done it as long. I've only been doing this for 2 years now, and I've only been like doing streaming and podcasting for about 8 months, 10 months.
Hmm.
A year.
Yeah.
Because I would only do shows sporadically, and then I just started doing it myself. Like, what got you into podcasting, man? What was
Uh,
it?
as me and Brittany were talking for a while about, we wanted to do some kind of podcast, and she we just tried to think of some kind of subject we could talk about. We just kind of wanted to, I don't know, bullshit on the internet. Just seemed like it'd
Yeah,
be a fun thing to do. Uh, we we most of the stuff we watched on the internet was just other people streaming or podcasting, and it was like, we could at least try and do something. And then after we decided on what we were going to do, she went, maybe I should ask my husband to it, and that's the oh so exciting way how we all got started. But we just decided to fund our own our drinking problems, I guess. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, what is it? Look, okay, and it's not that I don't wouldn't drink all the fucking cool beers that you drink. All right.
mhm.
I just don't like beer. Okay, I really like drink liquor. And I know, but I know you don't just do. I don't even know why
Yeah.
this is out. I don't even use this bitch. I don't even know why. I just don't know. Like, and not that you just do beer. You do all the Pooh Air Tea was the best fucking show I was ever glad to have randomly showed up. You know, there's a lot for me. I can't be everywhere all the
Yeah.
time. You know, so I try to
No, no.
pop in when I can, and that was the best episode to randomly pop in because y'all, you do actually script some of your work, right? Like, or just like the
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah, we set up a section where there's just random banter, but to make sure we kind of know what we're talking about, we need to actually have it written out in front of us because we don't know all of this by heart. We're kind of
Yeah.
learning as we go, so we need to have it scripted down, and then I just throw in jokes every so often. So
Well, no,
uh,
I mean it's great. The great show. It actually makes it funner for me. I'm not, and no one else can do this. I won't let them do it. But I the whole time I'm trying to make you laugh.
oh no, that's and I
You know, because
that's the
that's
thing
a
I love.
game for me. You know.
That's the thing I loved most once we started streaming because we did them just as a regular podcast and we started doing them on Twitch. I just have so much fun, like looking over the comments and going, "They got me. They got me. I am a weak
Uh,
man that laughs at anything I see."
I know I broke Chris. Now I know his name.
Oh yeah,
I know I broke Chris. Brittany fucking held in, man. I was like trying my damnedest. I broke her once though, but
Get,
she fucking held in for a long ass time, man.
getting Brittany and Casey to laugh are two of my like that
Casey
is
was
my
hard.
goal. If I can get them to laugh during the show, it is like a high mark. If me and Chris have the same kind of humor, so like when I make a dumb joke, I'm pretty sure he's gonna laugh. If I can get Casey to laugh at something, I'm like, oh, I nailed it.
Well, like I'm to the point where I only like to go into chats where people already know I'm crazy. They already know
Mhm.
I'm just saying shit that is not intentional, mean, or anything. Because
Yeah.
you know I will get banned. And I don't want to do that because I'm an affiliate now, and uh, but no,
Gotta.
that's why I like going there. Is this place I can just be myself. Because I mean, I just was having fun with Pooh Air Tea. There's so
Yeah.
many. I can't remember all of them because fuck, I don't do a show about it. But there's so many
Mm.
fucking tea facts that I was like, this could be the best bit ever. Out of context tea facts, like.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, what was that shit? God, like it's what it's made of and how they, just some of the ingredients.
Oh yeah. I
I
don't
can't even
remember.
remember. It's been so long ago. It's been about 7 months since I watched the
Yeah.
not since I watched the
Yeah.
show, but since that show.
But since you that one, yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say like I haven't. We discovered a weird thing with a lot of our shows. After we record them, we just immediately delete them from our memory.
Yeah,
Like,
well, me too. I mean, do you know how many bits I've said that I don't fucking even? People are like, you said this and that, and it really meant a lot to me, and I just go, yeah, thank you. I'm glad it really helped because I don't remember saying it sometimes. You know, I
yeah,
just.
like there's yeah, it's weird what people will, I guess, respond to, and you don't even realize that you're doing it. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't. Uh, we just did. Actually, we just did last night did an episode on Jack Daniels, so I have a whole lot of leftover whiskey that I don't super love, but I need to get rid of.
Oh, well, do you, okay, now, see, that's what I would do. I would drink whiskey. But see,
Mhm.
I now, I see, what I could not understand is y'all drinking the hot fucking beer. Like that. I get it. I get that's
Like,
how it's supposed to be tasted and all that shit. Or lukewarm, not hot. Just to
oh no,
be,
okay,
you
no.
know.
Generally, I leave mine on the like we get them at the warmest unless something has gone wrong. We get them at like well, I don't put a thermometer to them, but we drink them pretty cold most of the time. I keep a cooler next to me when I'm doing multiple beers in an episode because I'm not drinking hot or warm anything.
Well,
But
I don't know. I never really been a big drinker. Like, I've never had any of the good IPAs because I'm not a big beer person.
well, and
Um,
that's the thing. I started the show hating IPAs, and I just finished one when we were doing like prep. So it's one of those things that once you start trying them, you eventually find some of the flavors you like. But generally, like they're
Yeah.
still not my absolute favorite style, but I can get through some really good ones now. Uh, but they
Uh,
are. But that said, you give me something dark, cold, and you know what? That became a very porn heavy sentence as that filtered
Yeah,
out in my
well, I
head.
wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna let you finish it. When you bring attention to it, that's when it becomes a bit. And yeah, I agree. I bet you do get a lot of death stares. My wife's been a straight bitch, and yeah, she's right behind me when I said it, cause she just fucking like it's that time. The baby's about to come soon. It's like within any. So she's emotional. She's mean. She's fucking happy. She's fucking I manic. I don't. It's crazy. So I get it. Wait till it happens. Oh my god.
I was
Not
gonna
to
ask how
cut you
far.
off, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say how far along. How soon are you expecting?
Oh man, her due date's the 22nd. They could induce her the 16th, but
22nd of this month.
yes,
Holy crap!
yes, it's the 7th. So like when we decided the name, it was I really put my foot down for jury. Like, and it is not sucking his dick. Okay,
Mm,
there was a crossing point in my life where I look. I really like Scam School, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever that Schwood
hmm.
wrote to Teller, and that changed his whole life. He quit his job
Yeah,
at Hewlett Packard, um, and went and became a magician, and he is who he is now. And
that story reminds me constantly that I don't have the balls he has.
yeah, oh yeah. And I don't either, man. I wish I could fucking do sleight of hand as well as him.
Well, yeah, but
But then man, I'm a shit writer, and I was, I actually, I'm not gonna say what I text Jerry, but there's just, it hit me one time. I was thinking about my very first article, and or the one I did on him, and I sent it
mhm.
in, and anybody else would have been like, "This is shit. Why are you even trying to write a newsletter?" Because looking back at it, and every edit done to it, he didn't do. He coached me through to do myself, and he would say, "No, this you can't. You do this here. You should do this way." And if it wasn't for that, that changed my life. It propelled me to do what I'm doing now. So
Yeah.
I want my son to know when I die from poverty, and it's jury's fault. You know.
So he
So
knows.
and I should make him godfather, so he has to take care of the baby when I'm dead. Every
Just
if
ship him to
you
Oak.
if you want, tweet Jury and say become Fitz's godfather, Fitz's son's godfather.
I'm picturing Jury now dressed as Marlon Brando and just
Yeah, he got. I can't do a good Brando because
no, I got nothing.
you
Try it.
gotta be on here, fucking,
It's basically just a lot of it's a lot of whispering,
it's a lot
pretending
of
that you
whispering,
have.
I'd have to hear it. It's been so long. All I can do it, Morgan Freeman. If I wanted to become Morgan Freeman, I could tell you about all things Morgan Freeman. But then it just if I wanted to be Obama, me and Michelle, we've been doing a lot of things, and it's been great. Let me tell you, we're
That's
living
a
in the sun. I'm just glad I'm
it's a
not fucking president anymore.
it's a very good Obama.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
I've got all I've got is cartoon characters.
what
Like I can do like Skeletor,
Oh, you can do Skeletor. Do it.
kind of. Let's see if I can get back to the. Screw you, hey man!
Oh,
Knock a knock.
you
Make
do
your useful ass useful. Look up there.
you do sound like fucking Skeletor. You really do.
It's the same thing as doing the Monarch from the Venture Brothers. You just have to pitch down.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I can do a lot of things. But I do get what you're saying though. It takes a minute to get my voice there. You
Yeah,
know. Uh,
the one I realized an old roommate in college. I was making fun of him the fact that he naturally kind of sounded like SpongeBob.
you know how they do that shit? They go, ah!
It was the hold on. All my life, Patrick, I want to be a fry cook at the Krusty Krab, and now I am.
Yeah, that's real
Okay.
good. I haven't even tried to do like the whole
Ugh.
fucking just normal
It
talk.
that's gotten harder as I've gotten older.
Yeah, oh well, Alex Jones kills my fucking throat, like legit. Cause I don't even know. I think when he talks, it sounds like he's losing his fucking voice. Period. I don't know how his voice box deals with it,
I
but
can't even get that voice in my head enough. All I hear
look,
is someone shouting murder
all
pills.
you gotta do is fucking get like growly. You gotta no, goddamn Kavanaugh. Now listen, I'm telling you, 65 women have come out and they spoke that Kavanaugh had nothing to do with it. Okay, let me say it. All right. First off, bum my male enhancement pills. All right, I never said Sandy Hook wasn't real. Okay, we just ran the story. All right. God damn it! I wish people would quit saying that. I don't know. It hurts my throat to do it, but
Yeah.
still,
No,
Jury
I
does
can
a
see it.
better one than I do because he can still. It's hard to do it because you can't just growl. You have to fucking have this like higher lilt growl at the same
Hmm.
time. You know. Uh,
Jury's Limbaugh is basically the closest thing I can do to doing Limbaugh. I can't do him. I can do Jury trying to do Limbaugh. Uh,
oh yeah.
kind of. Da, da, da.
I can do.
Actually, now I can't do it on command now. Like I stopped and I tried to start up. I was like, no, can't get
No,
it.
see, I have to get myself into it. So, like, some of the voices, like, I have like key phrase. Like, if I want to do Morgan Freeman, I go Morgan Freeman. And by the time I get to Morgan Freeman, I have become him. Now, Andy Dufresne, I was not sure what he would be when he come into Shawshank Redemption,
The
the
last thing I
movie.
like, the
But
last went through that warden's head, other than that bullet.
yeah, and all it is, I used to think I'd never be able to do it. You just make your fucking throat growl right here, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like I don't know if you ever heard Lil Wayne rap. He goes, or not rap, but when he just does an interview, he's like, yeah. It takes me a second to get into it. uh, uh, um, we you know when I'm wheezy, I don't show up for interview if I don't want to show up. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm wheezy. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you lucky I can? You know what I'm saying? Like Wheezy F. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking
All
big
right.
money. You know, I can do it like when he's fucking singing too, but it's I am not gonna do that right now. Fucking, it's too much. Uh, I think impressions are great, but getting
Oh,
fucking back
sorry.
on track. See, that's what this show, and that's what I love about it. Is just bullshit. You know, it's about like life experiences and what you do, what we go through as creators. Like, it's hard
Yeah.
to be a creator. You know, especially like that's why I wanted to ask you, what's it like with four people? Especially, you got one finna have a baby, you got
Actually,
one
all of them are
having a
about to have.
baby. You know.
Yeah, all of them are.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
because we've got. Uh, well, they've made a public announcement on Facebook, so it's public enough. Yeah, the Casey, his wife is having twins, and then
holy shit.
yeah, I asked him before we found out. I was like, on a scale of 1 to pants shitting terror, where are you at right now? He's like, no, no, I'm excited. Everything's good. Then they found out they're having twins. And I said, on a scale of 1 to pants shitting terror, where are you? And he's like, I'm still good. Everything's great.
Yeah.
And I'm
Edit
like,
out that I said holy shit when you said that.
no, that's
Look,
that
well, I
was our
mean,
reaction.
I think it's cool. You know, I love kids, and
Yeah, but
but still,
yeah, but having the four of them on there works well. We've all like known each other and been friends for like uh decade and a half now. So
wow.
like it's just basically like just people we that came from kind of the same area too. So we have similar dumb, very regional jokes that we'll tell to each other. But I guess it kind of helped. I laugh because when they had all four of us on Ritual Misery,
Oh
and
yeah, that's
we
yeah.
took over that show, and we regretted that because we were
Well,
like, yeah, you can't put all four of us together without us steamrolling everything.
it's not even that. I do it too. You know, it's not even any of that. It's because we're fucking podcasters. Like, one of the things Will said after the movie draft, which Green Book, why the screen is green. We're going all the way with Green Book. I'm
Look,
telling you.
I've changed sides. I'm rooting for you now. I want Green Book to make
Look.
$10 billion.
Fucking me too. Could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine? Like just out of nowhere, all of y'all will fucking kill me. You'd be like, I should have fucking pushed the bet higher.
Should have.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
fuck. I just knew, like, I didn't know. Look, I didn't know anything about it. I just knew the way everybody was betting that maybe it would go up to 6, 7. So I would just go ahead and push it at 8. And I didn't know it would be the one movie where everybody went, no, fuck that movie. Fuck that movie.
Yeah.
Fuck $8 on that movie, you know?
Well, I was telling the others actually last night on the show that we the B team draft, we're so terrified of spending money until it's time to go. Because that's how it went last year too. Everything like undersells from what they do over in the main draft, where they're just throwing money around like it's going out of style.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, I knew earlier fucking Kent fucked me up in my whole strategy. Like, because even if pushing for Green Book, that $8, if Kent would have been betting too, not even on Green Book, he even said he regretted not taking Green Book because he still had $20 left over. You know?
Yeah,
Uh, like, Kent fucked up my whole strategy, him and Amos, because I was trying to push everybody into spending all their fucking money because I wanted Fantastic Beasts.
yeah. I
And
was
and that's what I wanted. And I actually, if I could have got all you motherfuckers to spend your money, it came up in the draft where I wanted it to buy it, you know. But that
that
bitch
was
went
that.
up there. Yeah,
Well,
Fantastic
that's the
Beasts.
thing. Like once Fantastic Beasts came out, I was like, well, I'm not getting it. I've got $25. That's the minimum bid now because
Yeah,
that movie you got to pay.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, but uh, I,
I think you got a good slate though. I think you know.
I was telling it we're leaning heavy on nostalgia.
We're leaning on Freddie Mercury and his Green Book. Um, Yeah, which because I think Freddie Mercury will be good, but I think it's a gamble. Either way, it's a gamble because it's a
Yeah,
documentary. I think it'll do numbers, but I don't think it'll do like box office hit numbers.
it's well, like all I can
If
think of
we
is
could
like,
Google
man,
him,
I could go watch that movie. At the very least, pay a movie ticket to go listen to the songs
yeah.
in a movie theater sound system. So that you'll get something from that.
Oh, I'm not saying that because Will is actually a millennial, but how many other weird ass millennials are actually out there that can't wait to see the Freddie Mercury video? You think, or
What?
movie?
Uh, Good friend of mine from back home. She is
Oh,
a
really?
Queen fanatic. So
Really? I
yeah,
say I like Queen. I'm not saying anything's wrong with him. I don't know. Like if it come down to it, all right. If we were sitting there, I don't know. I mean, pick another movie. If it was Split or not Split, but Glass and the Freddie Mercury movie, I'm going to go see Glass all day. And
I I would see Glass. My only fear with that is just that it's so late in the draft that it's like the last
yeah,
movie.
see, yeah. I thought it was a good buy, but it will make or break us depending on how well people want to go into it after Split.
We ended up in the summer draft with Crazy Rich Asians, and that did
Yeah.
a lot of money after the draft ended.
Oh yeah, that sucks. Yeah.
So I was
Don't
kind of
jinx us.
like we couldn't make the kind of money to beat Incredibles and Solo and everything else from Movie Party. So it's fine. But
Yeah. What I was thinking about doing, and what we've been talking about doing is because this year, like, or this draft, so many people wanted to participate in the draft, and they didn't get asked, or they just didn't know about it, or we couldn't get in
yeah,
touch with them. That, like, I think the next draft, I want to do like two. Even if Will runs one and I run one, we just do two drafts, and that way more people can play, and then the winner from each draft is like
compare.
big dick, or big
Yeah,
vagina, whichever one you want. Or, I don't know.
yeah,
Uh, it's just an idea. I think the hardest thing is getting everybody together and the time to do it.
right. I tried. I used to run just movie drafts amongst my friends after watching the first few on Night Attack and Cord Killers, and I tried running two at once, and that broke me.
Oh, really?
Like I tried running it for two different groups of friends, and I went, you know what? The numbers are too much. I just can't. I can't keep track of all the different Google Docs. I don't have that spreadsheet state of mind that some of my friends have.
Well, you won't have to run it.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
run
like
it. It is,
when you guys were like, hey, you guys want to be in? I would love to actually play.
yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind running it either, but and like I have fun. I had fun
Oh
playing
yeah,
it, and even like just being able to be with all y'all and just bullshit was
oh
fucking
yeah.
fun.
Had a blast just before before it started and during just you know
Yeah,
screwing around.
I think we had so much good content before it started. You know, fucking
That's what we were talking about before. No, no, you got to save it for the stream. We did not have that reservation. We were like, no,
no,
whatever.
fuck
Just
no. Not at all. Well, I wanted to talk about what is it like? Is it hard to doing a script, or is it just you have facts and you're reading facts? Is that all it
the
is?
the well, no, the pressure comes down to before the show starts, who's writing the doc. Um,
So you're finna
sometimes
throw shade. It's okay, throw it.
no, no, no. I mean, no. What I mean is who decides they're going to take the doc that week. Like
Yeah.
they typically say, typically if there's a history topic that I want to talk about, I'll write the doc. Like we did a 3-part episode on prohibition a couple years back now, and one that was a research paper I basically wrote, but like
So,
I was a history major in college, and I just had a flashback while I was typing it, and I was like, okay, well, apparently, if I wanted to have a thesis, I could have one. Uh, but
alcohol put me through school. Yeah. Oh.
but other times, like some of the other guys do it, and we try to give it a once over, but what ends up happening is like at the last minute, we're all just throwing stuff in there, hoping it looks right, and then trying to make sure it evens out, or Casey does a lot of work, and then I just feel bad that I didn't contribute enough.
Yeah, lazy asshole. But
Yeah.
I mean, the show we did last night, okay, because we do Trollspiracy.
Mhm.
It just you can go if you want to come on that too. You're more than welcome. We just if you're
We
into conspiracies, we just talk about bullshit and this week will be psychopaths, sociopaths, and anti fucking disorder or personality disorder. Yeah.
we saw you streaming. We saw the title
Yeah, I would have
of
rated y'all, but
Trollcat,
I
and
didn't know y'all were right behind me.
well, no, like we were like, I think it was like while we were prepping the new stuff, or maybe it was when we were prepping the main show. But we saw it, and we went, "What is that?" And we're like kind of clicking over, and we're like, "Guys, we got to start focusing on getting stuff ready." Yeah, yeah, just a minute. I'm trying to figure out what's happening here.
Well,
Huh?
it's a bunch of things. I wanted to be like not like a rip off of Joe Rogan, but like it's basically like that. Like we just
Yeah,
have a topic, we know some facts, and we talk about shit, and then that's basically what this is here.
yeah.
And because I like that content. Um, I like just being able. I feel this is more personal than us like me being like, so you work for or you're on Have a Drink. No, in episode 92, you said that puer tea was it didn't stink. Now I have heard, just shit like that. I feel like off the cuff is real, you
Yeah.
know, and
I,
it's
I had
legit.
a I had a minor moment where you said like episode 92. Holy crap! Yeah, no, we've had enough episodes where that's actually
I will see.
Jesus.
I'm just starting. And how many years have you been podcasting?
3. We did we
3.
like
Okay.
we started on like around Oktoberfest, because we always go to Cincinnati's Oktoberfest. It's the largest Oktoberfest outside of Munich. I jokingly call it our high holy days, but we've always had kind of just a period where we all go up for that.
Yeah.
And uh, that's just generally how we keep track now. It's like, how many Oktoberfest has it been since we started? We met Kent at one of those. We were doing a special thing for our like basic kind of ish 1 year anniversary, maybe.
I think that's when I started watching RMP because
Yeah,
he started talking about Have a Drink show.
yeah.
And yeah, I think that's when I started watching RP. So I've only been around for this was my third Dragon Con, so
I've yet to go to Dragon Con.
it's
I
fun, man. But It's not. It's overrated now. Like I would
Mm.
still go. I'm still gonna go. Me and my wife have fun. I didn't think about when I went. I could have pushed her around in the wheelchair, but she didn't want to. She said she thought about it too, but she didn't want to make me go through that, and she also didn't want to. She wanted me to just go and just do me. Which
Mm.
all I did was catch a bunch of panels, uh,
Yeah.
drink with some people, and uh, keep some people alive, and fucking just had a good time, ate some food, and watched magic. Yeah.
No. Oh, go ahead.
What I was gonna say, what makes you keep creating? Like, is it do y'all, is it because of your camaraderie? Is it because you all have the same passions? Is it you
I
know?
think a lot of it for me at this point is kind of the camaraderie. It's a weekly check in to make sure that I can go see my friends, but at the same time I love what we're doing. Like I enjoy it gets me out there to try new stuff all the time. We do episodes on stuff that I like. I do not like wine. I
I hate it. I don't like it either. I really don't. I don't like it
but
either.
I make myself try to drink to style as best as I can for every topic we have, and so I'm like, I guess we're
Ugh.
doing wine. And so
Well,
I'll
you kind of
buy
have to.
something. Yeah, and I'll buy something, try it, and find out I don't like it. But sometimes I find stuff that I do like. So that's it. It makes me get out of my shell some for that. So that's pretty fun. I can't speak for everyone else, but I do like Casey is the most knowledgeable of us, so I like to think that he is just like, no, let me
Casey,
tell you.
I don't think he even needed to read the paper. I think he could have just said it and been
Yeah,
fine. Um,
he has been trying to teach me the finer points of beer and distilling and other stuff for a long time, and it refuses to sink into my brain.
Well, I get distilling and all that. My uncle used to. He did it weird. He didn't do it like everybody. You know how you fucking take the big glass, fucking the old glass look like water bottles.
Hmm.
And you put the balloon on top. And whatever he would. I don't know what it is that makes it. What is it? Yeast or whatever. You put the yeast in there with
Yeah,
whatever, and it causes the fucking balloon to rise. And when the balloon rises and deflates, whatever, it's good. I don't know. I don't brew beer.
right.
And that's just the start of it. I know that, but still, he would do that. I don't know the best way to brew beer. And like with IPAs, I just haven't found one I liked. I like Killian's isn't an IPA, but it's all right. I'd rather
Yeah,
drink Yangling or Coors Light. It's just who I am. If I drink a
no,
beer.
that's Yingling finally came to Kentucky where I live,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
because I got tired of sneaking across into Ohio or West Virginia to get it, and was like, oh, thank God, finally I
We have to
can.
drive to Ohio for a Yangling. Really?
Yeah, until like
Not
earlier
even
this year.
bars carry it.
No,
Really?
they did not distribute to Kentucky.
Wow.
And so when it happened, I bought a whole case, cracked them open, and was just like, "Oh, thank God."
I say I like Yingling. And when you're talking about Oktoberfest, never been to the actual Oktoberfest, but the old
Mhm.
Oktoberfest beers that come out, I still like those.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like Sam Adams.
Oh,
Sam
Michelob.
Adams.
Yeah, Sav Adams and Michelob. Yeah.
Sam Adams actually sponsors the one that's in Cincinnati because the guy who founded Sam Adams is from Cincinnati, and so he's always up there. But there's a huge presence for there, and Sam Adams Oktoberfest was like the first one of those that style I had. It's not my favorite one that we've ever had, but it still has so much good memories for me now that I'm like, no, I'll drink this every year it comes out. I'm excited.
Well,
I see that orange wrapper around it. I'm just like, kid in a candy store.
yeah, well, that's crazy because, see, I get it though. I don't like to drink. I don't really. It's not that I feel like I lose myself or I can't have a good time. Like if, like honestly, if we met in real life,
Mhm.
we drink a beer because I drink a beer with
Yeah.
you. You do a show about drinking beer, I drink a beer with you. And I might drink too, but I'm just not a big.
Oh,
If even, but it's with everything. Even if it was liquor,
yeah.
I wouldn't drink a glass of scotch. Right, that's the only thing I would end up chugging it.
That's
You can't.
that's fine. But there are other whiskeys and other spirits. But I had the thing I find funniest is that I don't drink all that much unless it's like show prep stuff. Like the rest of the week, I will like maybe have one or two throughout the week. When it's showtime, I have like three, two or three, maybe four, like lined up somewhere.
Yeah,
Like, all right, it's time to. And as I say that out loud, I go, "That's just binge drinking."
yeah. Well, there's no, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong
No.
with anybody that drinks. It's just if you lose yourself, that's when it's a problem.
Mhm.
That's when it's a problem. And we all do it sometimes. I've been drunk as
Yeah.
fuck and professed my love for some girl at my 19th year old or my 19th birthday. It happens. Uh, but uh, you know, you, I don't know. It happens. Actually, I get
Oh
drunker
yeah.
off beer and sicker off beer than I do liquor. I swear.
I could see that. It's a lower alcohol, but you feel like you can fit more in there because it's not you don't feel it right
Yeah,
away.
yeah. I think that's what it is too, and I think it's just the. I'm not gonna say carbonation, but just like the whole how it sits in your stomach and shit.
Yeah. The spirits tend to bite more when you try to sip them. Like they have more of that alcohol flavor, so it might stop you from doing too many shots in a row or drinking too heavily when you're just sipping on it or something. So that I can see that. Uh, I don't know. I just poured more whiskey down, so I'm like, it doesn't slow me down that much
Oh,
anymore. But
fuck it. It's only Sunday.
it's fine.
Look,
I don't have to
man.
go into work till like 9.
Look, I know people that drink every night till like 2 o'clock in the morning and still get up at fucking 7 o'clock in the goddamn morning and go to work
Yeah,
like everybody else, and you can't even tell that they drank half a fucking fifth or a whole fifth the next day, day
right.
before.
The, the we realized I think after a year or so of doing the no 2 years, year and a half, 2 years after doing the show, we should probably put some kind of disclaimer at the end saying
Oh yeah.
you should drink responsibly because we didn't think about that being a thing we should mention until then.
I wonder if you could get sponsorship for it. Like, have a drink says to drink a drink, but make sure you don't drink and drive.
Don't
Fucking
drink, text, and drive.
yeah,
That's the line.
yeah, it is. I mean, I won't. I'm not gonna get into that. But I
No, sorry,
don't.
just
I don't.
old night attack jokes. My brain
Oh
vomits out
yeah.
occasionally.
It's not that I'm not gonna get into it because I'm worried about Mad coming after me. I've talked about PC culture on the internet and survived, so
Mhm.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah,
Uh, we go on all day. Like, I mean, it's wrong. That's the bottom line.
right.
You shouldn't do it. You put someone else's life at risk when you do. But me,
Right.
if I drink, I'm going to be somewhere where I know I'm going to be, or I know I'm going to have a ride home, and I don't lose myself anymore because I've lost
Yeah.
myself before. You know.
I uh I've had only 2 times where blackout drunk happened, and then that was before podcasting, and I just went, "Never again."
Yeah. Uh,
And
well,
that's
Well, my first time blacking out, I had a fucking Four Horsemen shot, which is Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, fucking Jose Cuervo, and something else. It's Johnny Walker, and it's fucking
yeah.
disgusting. And you,
I can't imagine all of those together actually being good,
it
so
is not, it is not. But we all did it, and then it's your birthday, and I had at that party 100 people, but never not at one time. Like it was just constant. Like 10 people would show up, fucking 15 people would leave. People were coming and going the entire time, and it was just a secluded area. I do not remember that party because by an hour into it, everybody wants to have a shot with you because it's your birthday. I don't
Mhm.
remember it at all. I remember professing my love for this girl because she would have been a good girl, but I'm shallow and vain, she just wasn't my type.
Right.
And uh, then she took care of me, and I threw up all night and woke up and went and ate Waffle House, and I hate Waffle House.
Ugh, I have long-term hatred for Waffle House, so I'm with you there.
Well, yeah, I worked for the motherfucker, but yeah.
Oh,
Well, and
no.
it's not a bad company to work for. It just
Mm. I just watched one the only Waffle House that was nearby for me, which was still a couple let's say about 70 miles away because I grew up in the middle of nowhere. Uh, just I got food poisoning there, so I just went never again.
Man, that was a shitty store, man. Like
Yeah,
that
no,
would have
I'm
never
not.
happened if it would have been if you would have come and ate at my store. Like,
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. I assume probably that I can't apply that to everywhere, but my
yeah,
brain sees it and just goes, "Nope, not today, Satan."
yeah. And you know what? It might not even been food poisoning. It could have been cross contamination because it'll give you the
Could have been.
same. And
Yeah,
because when I say that, and not to talk shit about Waffle Houses, sometimes they get so busy, and some of the cooks they don't pay attention like they should, or they don't do what they should, and they don't change their gloves out, or they don't wash their hands after they touch raw meat.
yeah.
And it's not that they do it on purpose. It's not that I'm talking
It's
shit on the
just
company.
human
I
error
can talk
happens.
shit on the company now. I don't work for you bitches no more, and it's been 2 years. Suck my nuts. I'm
That's
not under contract anymore.
that's how I
Um.
feel about Red Lobster for my 3 years there.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I mean,
Food.
Waffle
I
House
was
is a
just
good
gonna.
company. You always make you can the stock always goes up. Waffle House stock
Oh,
always goes up. You know. But my mom worked at Red Lobster. She said it's hard as fuck. You used to have to carry like 50-pound trash cans outside.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, I worked front of house, but there were a couple times I had to help with that, and
yeah.
it's. Ugh. I also can't smell the like everyone goes nuts about their little biscuits, and I just go, nope, no, those are emergency. I'm starving to death food. That's the only thing I can have them for now.
Really? See, I like the biscuits, but it's not. I'm like, oh my god, I never get to eat it because my wife hates seafood. So
Okay.
what's she gonna eat when I go there? French fries, if they have
Mm,
it. Yeah.
yeah,
But
but
when how long have y'all been doing Have a Drink, and how did y'all come up with the idea to do it? You know,
about like I said, I think about 3 years ago
okay,
now.
so that's the whole show. Have a Drink. There's been all
Post show,
three.
have a drink. We started the stream last year. We started the stream after after the first streamathon we were on
Which one
the
was that? Was
Diamond Club. That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay, yeah, I
Uh,
was pissed because my stream fell apart 2 years ago, so I only saw Chrissy Case, and that was about
yeah,
it. Yeah.
we the first time we ever streamed anything was on the Diamond Club streamathon with a you know chicken
Which is
scratch baling wire kind of thing.
which is soon too. Our planning's
Yeah,
already. Yeah.
I we keep saying like we need to try to message everybody to
Oh,
figure out
Kayla.
what's the plans for that,
Yeah.
but yeah, we started a few years back, and it was like again, it's just me and Brittany trying to figure out what to do a podcast on because we both loved them. And then after a year of doing a show about drinking, we decided to ask our most knowledgeable friend about alcohol. It's like, hey Casey, how would you like to be on here full time? Because we just he would bring him on every so often as a guest host, and then uh, we made him permanent. Uh,
Well, Casey knows a lot about it. I will say that. Watching the show, you can tell he knows a lot about drinks in general. Like his tea facts, I was really surprised. And just what I really liked about the show was, and the stream itself was when y'all were testing all the beers, like the chocolate beer and a
mhm.
couple IPAs and a dark lagers or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool that because I don't drink beer like that.
Mhm.
I've had Guinness. It's all right. I actually don't mind Guinness. I'd rather drink a dark like I like Michelob dark Amber Bock or uh the dark lager or whatever. Yes, I like
Uh-huh.
the dark lager, but I thought it was cool when I had a question. You and Casey both would immediately answer me instead of like, it being something where I come into the chat room and like, oh, what is that? And I never get an answer because y'all are actually talking about the beer because it happens. I miss people in chat all the time.
Yeah,
when I
and
do, I'm sorry. It happens. I'm sorry.
we do sometimes, but I try like to keep the chat up somewhere within my line of sight at all times so I can, you know, not miss it. But occasionally you get lost in a conversation and you forget,
What?
what you're doing.
Yeah, or like someone's trying to stab you in the face. Or if I was fucking playing. Have you seen that new game, Visage?
I've not.
Oh my god.
So what? explain this game to me because I knew you were playing it. I saw the name recently and was like, I don't know what this is.
I know. Keep in mind, it's still in beta.
Mhm.
But it is really good. My camera keeps going out. I don't know what it is. It'll be all right. Um, it's still in beta, but um, have you ever? Do you know what like Emily plays or Emily wants to play or anything like that? It's kind of like that, but you can tell they
Okay.
use the Unity engine. And the thing I hate
Mhm.
about it is they need to work on like opening the door. Like you spend so much time because you have to hold E and then drag the door out. And I could just show you, but it's got like what it is. And I actually have like the. Have you ever seen the movie Lights Out? It's a horror
No, it's on my
movie.
list of it's on my list of things to try to watch,
It,
but
it's a good. It's actually a good horror movie. But what it
mhm.
is that's basically the fucking scheme of the thing. Is like you can't be in the dark or you go crazy, and this girl grudge like ring thing will eat your face.
Oof.
Not really eat your face. She does something else, but I don't want to ruin that for you because I don't even know what the
Right.
fuck it means. But it has to be specific, and then it has like its own little world. The only thing that sucks is it's painted like in a pathway, but you can touch everything, so you don't know if a key's here or a key's there. You
You're
know,
spending so much time
yeah,
exploring, you're not
when all you really had
progressing.
to do was go upstairs and there would have been a door that opened and led you
Mhm.
to the next way. And
Yeah.
there was like 4 or 5 times that happened to me that I was like, well, fuck. Luckily, I had somebody there. Like, I don't mind backseat gaming. I really
Mhm.
don't. Like, let me try to do it myself, but don't. If I'm sitting there looking like a dumbass, don't let me keep looking like a dumbass. Tell me what to do, you know? But don't tell me what to do right away. Just give me a chance, you know?
Uh, I have a I just recently bought a Switch, and so I'm trying Breath of the Wild for the first time, and
Oh.
I'm like 3 failed attempts at a puzzle before I go, okay, I gotta look this up. I ain't got time for this. I got stuff to do.
Well, I do it too. Okay, like, but I still there's not a lot of puzzles I haven't been able to figure out when it comes to shit. But it's more like I can't find the fucking one little thing you need that's in a corner somewhere that I fucking
Yeah,
passed way back there. And I'm
yeah.
pretty thorough when I check a game, you know.
No, I'm generally fairly like, no, no. If there's a button I can interact with something, I will do it. But
Yeah. Well, I guess it's because I watch so many Let's Plays because I write about it and I fucking follow it and
mhm,
all that shit that like I now it's got I back then I didn't care because it's like hell yeah I get to see the game before it's out, you know. But now it's
yeah,
like fuck that, I'm gonna play it. I want to be surprised myself, you know. And there's some games that I just play for myself. I don't play for the
right.
stream or whatever because then it's like then it becomes a job, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you literally just want like, no, no. This is just a gaming experience. I don't need
Yeah.
everyone else paying attention while I'm doing it. I guess,
Well,
but
well, how's it? See, because you actually have a job. I'm not trying to put you out there or anything like that,
mm,
but and you create. Is it hard to balance both? Now, because it was for me, and because I decided to take the year off to be a
mhm,
creator, you know,
yeah,
and give it a go. Getting my hardest, fullest. You know, I got a baby coming. I had to do it to my fullest. You know, and I've
right,
actually done great balance this year, but I've also not done as much as I have other years. You know.
right. Um, it may be that where there's so many of us, we can distribute some of the hassle a bit. So if I was in maybe your shoes, where I'm also the person, you know, producing everything and editing
Yeah.
everything, uh, it would be a harder thing to do. Uh, I there are times I don't know how Brittany does it, but she also will just like she'll edit stuff for the audio version of it and just start cutting things while she's playing Hearthstone. But for but for me, like we don't make enough in any way, shape, or form. I don't have any kind of security net
Oh no,
behind it
me
to not
neither.
work. So I just I don't know. Usually my work life and my podcast life are very separate. I tell my coworkers I do a show,
Yeah.
but none of them like think like, oh, I should try to listen. One of them tried listening to it and went, it sounds too much like I'm interrupting you and your friends talking. And I
Yeah.
went, I went, "Mm."
I don't tell anybody. Like my mom, you
I
know.
don't tell my family.
Well, I mean,
Well,
my
for the
mom
first
lives right
couple years.
next door, so she kind of knows, and she just bought me a
Yeah,
mic and a mixer, so she
nice.
knows.
Yeah,
But I mean, like, no, of course you don't make enough money. I think out of 7 months, I got my first payout from Twitch, and that
mm.
was it was $114.
That sounds
Well,
about like what it took for us to get to
yeah.
our
I mean, well, that's
couple
about what
grand.
it takes. You got to build and build and build. I'll hit it
Hmm.
a lot quicker than I did the time before last. But
Yeah,
you don't make shit. And I mean, it's not about, in my Patreon, I make about, what, $17 a week? You do the math.
yeah. Oh, we started a Patreon and it pays hosting fees and helps like with some replacement stuff every so often. But
Yeah. Well,
and
I'm
that's the best I hope for.
I've just been real lucky that my wife, even pregnant, and I mean I do stuff.
Yeah,
I don't sell drugs. I wish I did because I'd have so much more
so
fucking
much more
money,
money, so much more money.
so much more fucking money. But um, she works and she
Yeah,
makes good money, and you know, I've been used to being poor. Like I don't go eat because you know. I don't need to. I can eat at the house and save
hmm
money. Or I do go eat out, because you got to every now and then. My kids, they
but
deserve to go.
yeah, but a lot of the times you're like, yeah, you know what, maybe that's too much this month. Let's.
Yeah.
But
Well, for me, when I go, oh my God, it's gonna be so much worse when this little one gets old enough that he starts fucking eating off of the kids menu. Like
oh yeah,
like now, it because by then my other son will be grown and my daughter will be grown, and my daughter doesn't eat that much, but man, my son will eat. That it's $40 for us to go out, $50 for us to go out. If
okay,
it's fast food, it's still $30
yeah,
for us to go out.
oh man,
Yeah.
but
So, but they're kids; they deserve fast food, man.
yeah, that's the one advantage I have, I guess, being single with no dependents. It's just
Yeah. Oh
I
well,
have to keep up for me, but
but you don't get the tax credit. The only good thing about having this
true.
baby now is that I get to file that motherfucker on my taxes. Uh,
So I have a question for you
oh
because
wow, really?
uh, mm,
No one ever asked me
it,
questions. Go ahead. I'm intrigued.
no, just like podcasting wise, do you ever feel like occasionally when you're doing stuff, it's like I can't believe anyone is like listening to
Oh,
my horse apple shenanigans.
yeah,
Like the what's it called, like the imposter syndrome, where you're kind of like,
yeah,
there's
that's exactly what it
this,
is.
yeah,
Yeah, all the time. I don't know why you're here. Um, to be honest, I constantly feel like everybody hates me, and
okay,
I mean, but I know after a while you have to get past that. Like, it's not true. Everybody doesn't hate you.
yeah,
Some people do fucking hate me. Okay, let's
that's
just be fair.
some,
Some
yeah,
people hate
but
me. They don't want to say that they hate me, cause then everybody has to go, oh well, Fitz is good, he's a great guy, and then they're like, well fuck, I just really don't like the way he was da 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 da. And that's with everybody. It's not just with me or people trying to do what we do. Fact of the matter
yeah,
is, the thing I hate about it the most is everybody wants to be famous.
hmm
Everybody wants to be famous. Who doesn't want to be famous? Why would you not want to be famous? Famous people don't want to be famous because they're famous. You know. Um, but everybody wants the money and the fame. I think you get famous before you ever get the fucking money. You know, like I have
mm,
people that I've never talked to, didn't even know they exist, and because I was in another person's chat room, not even doing a show, I was just in another person's chat room. They know me from that chat room because
mhm.
there's like, there could be 300 people in the chat, and like even now we've only got four, because we're big balling. Like,
Right,
watch
no,
out, okay, but um 20 people are talking, maybe
Yeah.
30, and that's because they're not afraid to talk, and they're because some streamers, like, I mean, if you talk, you can face the wrath of the streamer. You know, it's true. Like,
Yeah.
do you ever have to do that? Cause y'all do a scripted show. I mean, cause you
We
can't really stop in the middle of a script and be like, "Look here, fucko," you know what I'm saying?
no
Puerty.
we we uh we do drop the ban hammer occasionally, because occasionally you just get people who are just trolling
Yeah,
to come in with stuff, and we just go, nope. They see their chats on stream and they just want to put up weird stuff, and so we have to. But generally, we just like see someone in. We always try to say hi, either in the chat or vocally.
yeah,
But uh, normally, like we love it when there's like a lot of people there talking, interacting with each other. Doesn't happen all the time,
no, of course not.
but sometimes when it does happen, we're like always like super glad. And then sometimes someone's shouting Baba Booey Howard Stern's penis, and we go, all right, break out the band
Well, I
hammer.
mean, but you do got a Baba Booey for his penis when it comes out,
Right. I mean,
Um,
it's the only.
See, that wouldn't even bother me. The Baba Booey for Howard Stern's penis, because
No,
at
but
least,
that's
at least was trying to be creative, even if he wasn't creative. What bothers me is the stupid, racist, hateful, fucking people.
yeah.
You
That's
know?
that's where we actually start throwing stuff out. Like, no, I ain't waiting. I ain't wasting time on this.
Yeah. It really pisses me off. Like, I can call you a Nazi. That doesn't mean I win. You know?
Yeah.
And just because I think it shows ignorance. Like,
Mm.
um, if you say the N word, you know, what people use all the time now. Like, I'm just so shocked that people use it, and we used to use it all the time. I don't know if you did. When I was a kid, everything was gay. It didn't matter what it was. If it was
Yeah. When I
lame, it
was
was
younger,
gay.
that
If it didn't go
yeah,
your way, it was gay. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't never gay, like actually like gay. It was just gay.
yeah,
People are.
we
That's like come back. People are using that shit, and I was like,
yeah,
you
and I
can't
thought
say
we
that
had
shit. Yeah.
I thought we had like all realized that, oh, that was a bad thing we all used to do, and we've moved, because
Well,
like we
it
did it too.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a thing I used to do a lot as a kid, and I don't know. I try to avoid that
Oh,
because
I don't do it no more. But I mean, like when you think when I was young, I know I would have never thought about it offending anybody that was gay. I could have probably called a gay person gay and not even known it. And it wasn't even because he did something stupid and like, man, that's gay as hell, man. And it's not
right,
he didn't
yeah,
even do nothing gay. He probably spilled a coke. You know.
but it had just become I don't know, some weird shortcut in your brain. It's just that's what.
Yeah. Well, I say man and bro and yeah,
Mm.
hell yeah, butt fucking. I had to stop myself from saying butt fucking because I do it all the time. I'm like, yeah, well, but fucking, how do you feel about butt fucking? I do it all the time. I can't. I had to stop myself from doing it, and I still do
the
it.
uh, when I get a chance to, I will re-listen to old episodes that we had recorded and catch weird bits of word vomit that I have.
So you
Um,
do re-listen to your episodes?
Sometimes, mostly for quality things,
Me too. Yeah.
but just to make sure everything kind of got on there. It's or if it's something that's uh, there was a while when like I just needed something to listen to. I'd run out of all of the things on my podcast feed for a bit, and I was like, all right, let's listen to our show, make sure everything's fine. The funny thing I found with that was I would catch myself making the joke in my head about a half second before I made it in on the show. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay, this was definitely done by me. But generally, you listen, you hear little things that you make a mistake that
Yeah.
you constantly do. I used to use it to try to improve. I haven't done it in a while, just because I'm like, I don't know, I'm just tired of how I sound.
Well, it doesn't bother me. Like right now, I can hear my voice. And the reason
Mm.
why I like it is because that way I know what it sounds like, what I'm putting out there.
Yeah,
Whereas like before, it's hard to judge because I'd sit like this, you know. That way I can
trying to.
hear with this ear and still have whatever, but
Right.
it's hard, man. And now it's like I get direct feedback, and like Curly and Jen were talking about it, not to fucking name drop or call them out, but they're so right, they really are right. And but everybody, like, I'm a full believer in, I started podcasting or streaming and writing on a fucking Samsung Galaxy S5 and a tablet. Don't let everybody tell you you need the fucking fanciest computer or the best mic. If you can create content and get it out there, do it, because it's gonna take years before anybody even knows your fucking name. You know,
Yeah.
it
It,
you know, I
yeah, I was gonna say like at a certain point it feels like you're shouting to the void, but you get a few people and you're kind of like, okay, never mind, I can do the show just for them.
yeah, yeah, and I mean it's like I haven't had many people like but you just people be like, I loved what you did, that was cool, you know, and
Yeah,
it's cool, it's a cool feeling. And I've also had people that were like, that's I don't agree with that, da da da, and my brand of comedy is my brand of comedy, and when I say something offensive, I don't mean to be offensive. I'm just saying it because it's I just saying it. And there's actually, I know when I'm being offensive, and that's like, I've already decided I'll take the PR blowback for it.
yeah,
But there's some things I just say,
yeah.
yeah,
I was gonna say you're just saying without thinking, and it is
you're bound
there's
to.
no malice behind it. It's just what it is.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I'm not. I'm racist, of course. I live in Georgia. I'm white, and I
I mean,
can't.
I live in Kentucky and I'm white. I know the
You're
same.
more race. You're not as racist as me, but we fought together. So, um, but y'all turned on us, so I'm still more southern.
No, yeah, I agree.
Uh, oh, fucking. But see, all that I think I hate. I really do, because it's not a skin color. It's not a. It's just a fucking hate. It's just hating
Yeah,
somebody to hate somebody, and it's not just skin. It's not just culture. It's me being a southerner. I'm automatically white, so I must be racist. I rap. Suck my dick. I'm not racist, okay? I have said the N word in front of black people and didn't get beat up. Suck my dick once again. But I don't. It is what it is. I don't want to. I want to be George Carlin, Jimmy Carr, fucking the comedy greats that were
hmm,
offensive and still were, legends.
yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm them or comparing
But
myself to them. I just say I want to be them one day.
right, that's a thing you can aspire to get.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Well, did
hmm.
you did you have any mentors or anything that made you push you? How did you find out about podcasting? Did y'all just, hey, we drink a lot, let's just fucking, I got a computer, let's do it.
No, the most there are two podcasts that I can two kind of creators that I consistently listen to over the years. Casey is actually the one that turned me on to podcasting back in college. Like just it as a concept and that people were doing it.
Yeah.
And because we were roommates in college. But they had the iFanboy guys who used to be on Revision 3,
Okay. Yeah.
and
That's
which
before
led
my
me,
time, but I know who
I would
they
say,
are.
which led me to Scam School,
Yeah.
also on Revision 3. And then from that, I found then NSFW show and Night Attack and the whole Diamond Club thing. Uh, but that was kind of, those were the things like in my head, I always, podcasting wise, I always try to be kind of in more in that vein.
Yeah.
They're two very separate things where one is a very much a comedy show, one is just a review show, but trying to make sure, I don't know. It's weird to think of because I look up to the stuff they do, but I don't do very similar things to them.
Well, I, you know, I latched on to Jerry's leg like he was Daddy Warbucks,
Yeah,
and And I didn't mean that. Look, it's like I was saying. I don't remember where I said it. If I said it on this, there, yeah, I just said it on this. Like the article I wrote was shit. He could have
Mhm.
crushed me there. I would not be sitting here with you now if all he would have said was, "That's why are you even trying?" Because I'm a high school dropout. I was really good at English. I scored top 3 of the CRCT test in high school, but that doesn't mean I hadn't been to school in. See, I haven't been to school now in over 17 years. I dropped out when I was
It's
16. I'm 32, 16 years. So
Yeah, sorry. It's just that the problem with me was just that math of going like, oh god, yeah, no. One, we're about the same age, and two, Jesus, that was a long time ago.
yeah, but it's really it is like people are like, oh, you once you don't use it, you lose it. It is some of that shit you really do. Because I
Mhm.
was great at English and my grammar is terrible. It's just
Yeah.
because you don't remember this shit. And I write like how I talk sometimes. I had to get out of that, you
Hmm.
know. But if we're in fucking Discord, fuck that. I'm writing how I talk. I'm not perioding and commenting and editing and shit. Got time for that shit.
I'm far too anal retentive, which makes me very slow in in like chats because I'm always like stopping, looking, going, no, that comma's in the wrong place. I spent too much,
I just can't
and
remember where they go,
I
all the
I get
time.
them wrong a lot.
I mean, I do
Uh,
too.
my brain always goes, toss another comma in there. It's fine. I had a friend read something I did at one point, and they were just like, dude, do you just think comma is just what happens after a word? And I was like, maybe. But
No, it's when you change in a sentence, but it's not.
yeah,
There's no need to period because the sentence is still continuing. I mean, I've
right,
gotten
right.
it. I've gotten more in this 2 years of fucking. It's not even really doing research. It's writing and reading other people's writing. You
Hmm.
know,
Oh yeah.
and I honestly I would go to jury all the time. Like there was a point where I'd be like, hey, will you read this? You know, fucking
I,
we does it and then after a year I was like, look, man, I don't want a pat on the back. I'm not saying, hey, fucking suck my dick, say I did a good job, but am I a good writer? Am I should I keep doing this shit? And he was like, you're not great, but you're not bad, and you'll get better, and you'll become
yeah.
great. And I was like, fuck you for your Confucius shit. I wanted a real answer. And well, first, like the article I sent, the one I was talking about was so shit. He was
Hmm.
like, "You got instinct," and I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Now I realize it means like I don't want to hurt your feelings. You got a good idea and you got potential to become a writer, but you can't write for fuck.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, uh, it is what it is. What's kept you podcasting for this long? 3 years. This, I mean, you know, and the four
The-
of you for
yeah.
3 years. That's me doing shit by myself. That's one thing. I'm responsible for myself, but the four of you, you know.
there is there is a chunk of it that I joke is muscle memory. We don't know how to not podcast at this point.
Yeah.
But the other end is it's just it's how we keep in touch with each other. There being four of us makes them. It's gonna sound cheesy as hell, but they're like an extra little bit of a family I have. Like
Oh no, I
so,
get it. I get that fully, man.
and like they Chris and Brittany live
Don't cry. It's
they
okay.
live. Oh God, no, they live not terribly close to me, but I told them like you text me the very second Brittany goes into labor because I'm driving up there to be
Oh, that's
waiting,
that's cool, man. That's cool of you.
and
Yeah.
like Casey lives almost the same amount of distance away in the other direction, and I'm like the same thing for you. The second you tell me
Oh shit. What if they had
that
gone into labor at the same time? What do you do
that
then?
there's
What the fuck do you do?
thankfully there's several months apart, but at that point it's
That would be some or what was that? The fucking movie with Steve Martin. My daughter's bride or something like that.
Oh, Father of the Bride
Father of the Bride. Yeah, but Father of the Bride too, where both of
2,
his
where they're
wife and yeah,
and his daughter are having kids at the same time. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that'd be some
God, I haven't
shit.
thought about that movie in a while.
I still love those movies. And I don't have an eidetic memory, but I have some kind of fucked up memory. You could say you went to the mall. That would make me think of the 50 times that I've been to the mall, and the 50 different times of what I did at the mall would lead to another 50 things of the mall, and my mind would race. I just
Mhm.
ADD, said bitch, you know.
Well, one, I was like, no, that sounds similar to how some of my brain will process. But on the other hand, good use on eidetic.
Yeah,
Like I heard that, and I was like, good word.
yeah. Oh, I wish I had one. I really do,
Oh
but
God, it's the thing I wish for most. At the same time, there's too much of my memory that I remember terrible things and only remember
yeah.
that I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's not that great.
See, but that's the thing about like me and Max have had this conversation about it. Like he says you go crazy. Like I mean, think about like the tragedies you've had in your life. Because I don't know what they are, but everybody's had tragedies. I've had
Mhm.
tragedies. People have tragedies, man. You'd have to forever remember that shit. You know,
Yeah,
like
and remember it fresh, not
fresh.
like it.
Yeah.
It's you know a few years back, and you remember kind of how you felt. No, like it's still you still remember the arm getting cut off or whatever. But yeah, it's a weird metaphor to go to. But
This is way out left field, but I actually met this meth head the other day. Cause man, where I live, we're moving. That's why all my shit is it's not even straight. It's all fucked up. Cause I took it
mhm,
down and I just got to put back up for just to do a couple streams.
just a yeah.
And fucking man, I was just outside and he's talking about. He's like, man, I have a photographic memory, and he proved he had a photographic memory. And he was like, but I don't. He said all I do is like I'll be. We'll just say he'll be eating lunch with a girl, but he's not eating lunch. And he's like, I can go in, the lights go out, and I remember where everything is. And he'll park his bike outside of the out of the window, or whatever the room there is, or at least that's what he did for this girl. And he just can remember where everything he wanted to steal was, without even fucking thinking about it, and throw it out the fucking window. And I was
Wow.
like, that would be really cool to have that, but use it for good, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking, he's like, well, what could I use it for good? And I was like, I don't fucking know. Become a doctor, no shit. I don't fucking know.
It's like start reading textbooks. Like
Yeah,
you take this
drugs,
information in and use it for
drugs ruin people, man. It's just
yeah.
basic. Like, I mean, I used to be a drug addict, but I only smoke weed, man, and I don't even do it like that. Like, but and the fucked up thing is now the whole like, Kush too loud shit and me and high thoughts. Like, I'll say shit and I'll be sober,
Mhm.
and and everybody thinks I'm high. It's like, no, I'm just this is how I think, you know.
Yeah. It's like it's not drugs didn't do this. This is
Yeah.
just off the top of the head. It doesn't mean that it's
Well, what have y'all got planned for in the future? Well, what do y'all got going on
um we do
besides
have
losing at the movie draft?
look, I called what I had last time, which was a solid second place. Right now I'm hoping for a solid third.
You
But
did call what you had last time. I'll give you that.
uh but we've got we've got a few more episodes down the pipeline planned. We got to do a planning session for more, but we do have a big event that we're trying to get together.
Oh, what are you doing?
It's getting progressively fewer people as dates conflict, but we're going to do what we're calling Drinktacular because we're
Hmm.
original.
Hmm. I like it.
uh,
I like it.
but we're heading to Asheville, North Carolina, which is the uh, sort of the craft beer scene of the East. There's so many good craft breweries down there, but they are I'm trying to find the dates. It's in February, but I don't remember the exact date, and I'm quickly hunting through folders I probably should have had pulled up. So had this stuff prepared, but
Oh yeah, man, you could have sent me that. I can screen capture it. If you send it to me, I can screen capture it over for you.
it's fine. I'm trying to remember the last time we had it set up, but it's February 22nd through 24th. We're
Or
heading
I can just make you a mod. Here, I'll make you a mod, and you can just type whatever in chat. Cause I don't have bots. So.
You're fine. Let me get chat back up.
Juanyam. Yeah.
Yeah. Second.
Yeah. There you go. Pretty much
Uh,
everybody is a mod in my channel because if I trust you. Because when I first started, all I had was an Xbox, so I couldn't do all the computer shit, like the bots
yeah.
and shit. Now I'm finna get into that and set commands and all that, but I couldn't do all that shit. So everybody really helped me out. They would just do, little caster shit. I should have just hit caster. Fuck. But anyways, I would just play on the Xbox. All I had to do was that's why I was really like, man, it's gonna be easy to be a streamer. Because the Xbox, you just gotta hit the go live button and it goes live. You don't have to do nothing else. It just fucking goes live.
I've been doing the PC gaming since like I don't know, when did the 360 end rotation?
Oh shit, that was 10 years ago. That was way
Oh
more.
god.
Yeah, I mean, that was
Yeah.
yeah.
I built a PC and I've basically just been staying in that outside of
I, I fucked up and bought the wrong RAM, so I can't return it because I opened it. But what I'm gonna do, I just bought the. I only they were cheap as fuck, and that explains why it was the wrong RAM.
Yeah. But yeah, we're anyway, I was gonna say was we were heading down February 22nd through 24th down to Asheville. We're gonna spend a couple days touring breweries, just drinking out with people. If you happen to be able to make it, we'd love to see everybody out. Fitz, you have a standing invitation.
Where? How far is it? Where do you say we were? Nashville?
At Asheville,
Asheville.
Asheville with an A, North
What in
Carolina.
Kentucky?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
So
Oh yeah. Well, I might actually. When are you planning on doing this? The 22nd to
that's
24th
of February.
February.
Yes.
Yeah, that actually might be far enough from having a baby. I could do that.
I mean, if you want to come up, you can. If
Well,
not,
no, it's not
new.
only that. I was going to go to North Carolina anyways.
Oh, just try to roll everything into.
Yeah. Well, I have a couple friends. Chris Nielsen from Name Redacted. They were the
Mhm.
first year I went to Dragon Con. I was, I get the fangirling because the first year I ever went, I remember like, you see us like how we're sitting, like you're watching people on the screen, and you're like, man, I don't know how tall you are. You could be 8 foot or you could be 4 foot. Okay.
Closer to 4.
Well, I'm only five. I'm 5'6", 5'7" with hair. So
We're about the same, so we're.
yeah. Well, see, Jury's my height. Schwid's a little
Mhm.
bit shorter than me, and like I just expected them to be giants. Yeah, I
They
don't fucking
they
know.
still feel that way. I've gotten to. Jury did the in your house tour up close-ish to my neck of the woods,
Yeah.
and I got to embarrass myself in front of him, so that was fun. But
I don't know. I don't
uh,
have the fangirl anymore. I did. I did.
I yeah, no, I had that. I still kind of do. Like, I'm afraid to like talk to them when I'm at events that they're at because I'm like, they don't want to talk to me. They're they're too big.
No, they want to talk to you.
I know
They
they do.
want to
The
talk to
intellectual
you.
part of my brain says that, but
I,
like the rest of it goes, no,
they don't
you're
want to talk to you forever, but they want to talk to you.
yeah.
Like all the pictures for DragonCon. I was sitting there on top of the little ceiling thing and all that shit where they did it. It's outside the Hilton. You go up and you're
Mhm.
on top of a roof, and they're taking the pictures for the Night Attack Live and some of the memes in Discord. And I was just like, well, I'm not fucking moving. I had a chair. There was a fucking chair. And like it was cool that they were walking up, but I watched them look at me, and they were like, I was wondering if like they were like, oh shit, Fitz saw us. Do you think he's gonna want to come talk to us and fucking like talk us up, and then tell everybody where we are, and we're just trying to do a little quick photo shoot? I was just like, what's up? I was on the phone just like this because I had this headset with me in Dragon Con. I was like this. I was like, yeah, baby, some crazy shit happened last night, man. You should have seen it. Fucking like five. She was on the phone with me, and in 5 minutes, it was less than 5 minutes, like six different homeless people came up and asked me for a cigarette because I was smoking a cigarette. Swear to
Yeah,
God.
that's
I,
no, that sounds about right.
no, I really felt like bad because I don't like homeless people, and it's nothing against. It's not that I'm not humanitarian. I just feel like make a Patreon. It's just how I feel. Make a
Yeah,
Patreon. Do something.
they
Um,
have they have a panhandlers like Facebook group in my hometown,
oh, I fucking
or not
believe
my
it.
hometown, but in my the town I live in now. And I'm just like, all right, guys, good job. They have to plan against city regulations that don't allow them to be next to roads. They have to be just far enough away.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this: cause does it ever bother you like to plug? You know, like do you ever feel like, man, I'm plugging? You know, Fish here
Yeah,
29, Twitch TV. You know, fucking
yeah.
Patreon.com.
I know it's a thing I should be doing more,
Yeah, me too.
but it's always kind of like I told somebody recently, like I told a friend of mine that like I when someone even when someone asks me about the podcast I do, I feel like such a jerk and a snob, just like, oh well, we do this, we talk about all these things, and I'm like, it just seems like I'm trying to make myself more important, and
Well, I mean, it's not that. See, that's that self imposter syndrome shit. Cause I have it
yeah,
too. You know, where like you know, it's like you were talking about with Schwood and Jury. Like they don't, maybe they don't want to talk to me. They don't, maybe. Yeah, I used to. What I've learned is just message whoever you want to talk to, or
hmm
just ask them. Like people go, how did you get interviewed with such and such, or did you talk? I asked them. I just
yeah.
messaged them. They don't always reply. Eventually, maybe they'll have, and it might not even be they're ignoring you. It might be they have a million fucking things they're doing. You
I
know?
had I've actually emailed Schwood or Jury at some point, and they've actually responded to me, and it blew my mind. But I'm like,
Well, jury
they're
will
just
respond.
people.
Jury will
Yeah, I'm just like,
respond. Schwood's better about responding to me. Where the key is go to Twitter at Schwood, tell him you emailed him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I just sent it out just as a thing, but I got like responses, and I was like,
Well,
holy crap.
I did that, and I guess why I called Schwood a dick in the comments. It's not because I thought he was a dick. Okay,
It's
it's just
just that.
the first Modern Rogue episode I watched was the one about
Mhm.
burner phones, and in the episode, Schwood goes, "Hell, sometimes I just have burner phones to talk to fans," and I was like, "You motherfucker!" And you can't even reply to my goddamn email I sent you 3 months ago. And then you send a comment, and Schwood fucking mind fucked me. Because you send a comment, and I'm like, well, and I was just like, great job. Or I was like, dick move, Brushwood. I wasn't even calling him a dick. I just said dick move. I
Dick
was like,
move,
dick
yeah.
move, Schwood. I was like, you won't even answer my email. I'll laugh my ass off. And he fucking responded, and I was like, I had to
Mhm.
be the guy, be like, oh, man, I'm sorry I called you a dick. I really like your content. I think what you're doing is
I
cool.
just thought it was gonna be a fun joke. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't think they'd ever fucking respond. Yeah, I
Right.
mean, fuck, like Schwood. That's what I think is cool is Schwood and them actually read the fucking comments and respond.
Mhm.
Like I don't,
Yeah.
and not everybody reads them. I had that argument, and I didn't. It wasn't really an argument. It was just like, yeah, they read them and they take statistics from them, and that's how they
Yeah.
fucking generate their content. But
Mhm.
not everybody personally fucking reads them because it hurts your soul unless you read them as the Game Grumps say in the voice of Dale Gribble, and then it doesn't hurt
I
you. Uh,
I don't know. If you read him in the voice of Boomhauer, I don't think it would hurt you either.
yeah, that too, but you wouldn't understand what the fuck they were saying. Uh,
I don't know.
I don't.
There's a lot of people in my from my old neck of the woods that sound like Boomhauer.
I don't get a lot of people come at me. I mean, they do. I mean, not really. I'm like, hell yeah, trolls! I can't wait to fucking. I made it. That's how I
Yeah.
feel. I'm like, fuck yeah, troll! Hell yeah, what do you got to say? And then when they say some racist shit, I don't think I've even banned them. I just shut them down, like, cause if you take all the power away,
Yeah.
then all the fun, and you win. You know what I'm saying? When you let them know that it doesn't bother you, that they just look stupid, it's no fun no more. You know.
Yeah, it's true.
But I have to. I only do that in my channel. I had to learn not to do that in other people's channels. You know. Like,
Yeah.
I
Uh,
I wouldn't want to be a mod. I feel bad for them. Like the shit they have to do. You know.
it. Yeah. No, it does not seem like a super fun job. And as someone who has to do it for their own channel, it's not a super fun job. I can't imagine what it'd be like for someone that has a much more popular channel. Just like, nope, nope,
Well, yeah,
nope.
like for Night Attack or something like that. Like with 300 people in the chat, and like I know 300 people aren't talking, but like fucking 80 are. That's the
Yeah,
one chat I will say that there's so many. I don't even try to talk in it no more. Cause why? I say
yeah.
hey.
Well, I miss being able to watch live from, but my work schedule doesn't allow it anymore, and I'm just kind of like, man. But that's the God. I remember the old IRC days of just like bullshitting and trying to get the show title. I don't know. If you can't make it down for our drinktacular thing, if I can work out enough stuff, I'm going to see if I can come down for this next Dragon Con. At the very least, we need to meet in meet space
Oh
and
yeah, definitely. You know
at least have a drink.
that was the best thing about fucking Dragon Con. I'm sorry, I got this dog barking in the back of my fucking are outside, and this mic, like I can hear people talking on the fucking porch next
Mhm.
door. Like I was like, what are they saying? You know, like fucking
That's when you realize you actually have spy equipment, not just a.
yeah. Well, I didn't even realize it until like maybe if I tilted away from it, but I didn't even realize it until shut up. Anyways, I didn't even realize it until like I got off stream and there was nothing going on. I just still had the headphones on, and I was like, what the fuck? Who is talking? And my wife and everybody's asleep, and it was them outside. It was my mom, her boyfriend, and some other people. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Uh, but I mean, definitely, because that was the
Yeah,
funnest part was meeting everybody. You know,
that
the
as much.
convention's cool, but like getting to put a face. Like even this is a face, but I mean like actually,
Yeah, actually,
sitting in
seeing them is a
physical
different
place.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
because that's how I felt when I went to the two times I went to Nerdtacular, which were the last two times that Nerdtacular happened. I got to meet some Diamond Club people, and it was pretty great. I was just seeing like, oh, now I know when I see such and such name in chat, I go, I know what you look like. I can
yeah.
I can put all that to them. We hung out. Uh, got to see got to see Amos for the first time. So
I don't
you know,
know.
uh,
Uh,
still,
Amos seems like he would just look the same as he does on the fucking stream. Like,
he does. It was just
and Kent does too. Like Kent and Amos just look like to me like because I've seen pictures of him. Did you see the picture of fucking Kent in the goddamn bull rat spandex? If you ever get a chance,
no.
see it. Fuck. I could look up the episode I was on because that's where it's at. Unless it was after show, it could have been after show. Fuck, but that was the funniest shit ever.
Oh
Yeah,
my
look it up.
god.
Because I thought it was Amos, but it's Kent. Because Kent's fucking head is shaved because they were in the Air Force and all that shit. You know, so he didn't have no
Yeah.
hair.
I don't know what it's like to have no hair.
Oh yeah. See, that's the fucked up shit. That's look. I have hair. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the shit right there that you just did that throws people off. Like I had a manager. Fucking, I worked with this man forever, and my hair is shit. That's why I wear a hat, because I don't have to comb it if I do.
Mhm.
But he, we were at a funeral, and he took his fucking, he wasn't in his hat, and he's bald from here
Mhm.
around.
Oh, okay.
But so with the
I
hat on, it looks like he has hair, you
I
know.
I was
But with
I
you at this angle with your beard, you look like you
it
have hair.
I I was slowly losing everything else up like in the back here, and I just went screw it, and I took it all off. But I just kind of laugh because every so often, if it gets hot, I'll just relieve pressure. Uh,
Well,
But I forget not everybody realizes I don't have hair anymore.
really. Well, see, I actually that's what I always do is shave. I've shaved my head since I was 16. Like this, I let my hair grow out every now and then, and this is the longest it's been in 2 months. But the longest it's ever been was it hung down to right here, and it didn't even hang. It just was there
That's
since I was 16. I've always cut it. I've always shaved it down to a one and to a
yeah.
one. Uh,
Uh,
I don't know. I just like a shaved head. I don't know.
I once I started, which was pretty funny because you take a set of clippers to the back of your head and just go, well, there's a big divot there now. You got to finish it up. Since then, I'm kind of like, no, I'm fine with it. It's good now.
Well, who's all confirmed for Drinkathon?
For our drinktacular thing, I know
Drinktacular.
me and Chris are heading down. Casey is iffy because he's got
Uh,
it
Twins on the
is
way. Yeah.
yeah, it's within a time frame where it could happen.
Yeah.
And uh, Chris and Brittany will have their child, so uh, Brittany's going to stay with the child, but wants Chris to go down for the thing because we've booked the thing. And then a couple people who are fans of the show are going to be down there. So it's not going to be like a huge deal. It's going to be like 5, 6, maybe like 7 people. If you come down, be great because we'd have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
But
Well, it'd be going up for me
oh,
actually.
going up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, I definitely will. Cause especially, well, first, man, I just changed the spark plugs on my truck, and
mm,
the firing order's got to be off. And I followed the firing order that was given and all that shit, but it's got to be off because it's driving worse than it did when I changed them. So, but
ugh.
that's what I did. I just put 4 brand new tires on it and all that because I want to travel more this year and go places
Yeah.
like that. February's pretty far off, pretty good
Yeah.
ways
It's it's
off.
it's a ways off.
Yeah, it's
So I
plenty
mean,
of
if
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
we've got there's so many like high quality breweries down there that we'll be doing like at least one or two like, hey, we're heading down there, go and check out some stuff. I went down actually a few months ago now at this point, just kind of as like a scouting trip
Yeah.
and visiting some friends I have down there. And it's a great, just kind of like a small
It's only
it's
like
a weird, yeah, it's not a huge city, but it's like a small little city with a lot of
yeah.
craft breweries that are pretty fun to hang out in.
Well, it's only like I imagine it's from here to Tennessee is you got to go up the mountain once you get out of Tennessee. It's like man, it's like 3 hours, 4 hours from where I'm at. Um,
It's about a 5 hour drive for me. So yeah, that's
yeah.
we'll be
So
doing about the same.
yeah, is that? I mean, it's so North Carolina. It's about 6 hours to get to North Carolina, something like that.
Yeah,
But it's
it's
only because I have to go up the fucking mountain. Mountain's a bitch.
I grew up in the coal mining hills of Eastern Kentucky, so
Oh
I
yeah.
drive through that area and I'm like, this feels like home to me. Like I can't see so far in any direction. This is great.
So going 15 miles an hour feels like home. Yeah.
No, I just drive. The problem is I don't know those roads that well, but I'm still gonna drive like 70 miles an hour on them.
Fuck that. I'd be scared.
It
I'm not riding with
I
you.
I got used to driving like blind 90-degree turns. You're like, it's fine, you'll get through this.
This
Uh,
is not Tokyo Drift. This is not have a drink drift. No. I could just see you fucking coming down the mountain, fucking, fucking. The
yeah,
history
no,
of Pooh Air goes back as long as fucking time itself.
oh god, that got
uh,
me. That was good.
That's a good short joke, but uh, yeah. So you not to like be like oh you fangirl like oh my god it's Fred and Jerry like oh my god can you believe it he doesn't even have his hair anymore it's not even like that on YouTube anymore oh my god you know but like I do
Right.
remember like I remember a point where I was like hey will you get a picture with me Jerry and like I didn't have hover hand I managed to not do hover hand but it's like what do you do with your hand you know
I
of course
thankfully
you do like this and just have it to where it touches so you don't hover but then it's like you're like clawing his side But we threw the diamonds up, and I was like, man, as we're throwing them up, I'm like, man, I feel like a fucking fangirl right now. And it's
That's
just, you
that's
know,
how I at Nerdtacular when I got my Diamond Club picture with Jury. I felt less that with Schwood because we were both flipping off the camera to Casey
yeah.
because he couldn't make it up for that trip, and I was like, yeah, this feels right. This feels.
Look,
But
Shwood, I mean, Shwood's cool, man. Like, he's just hard to
yeah,
get in touch with, you know. He's
yeah.
busy, man.
Well,
Everybody wants his attention, you know.
it's true.
Um,
Uh,
he's a star, baby. He's a star, you know.
Star was born. Who
Um,
has that movie?
uh,
I don't know. I have to go look in a. I have to go look in the thing. It's not that
oh,
important. I was
stars.
just like,
No, I know what you're talking about there. Fuck, because it's not, it's Jar Jar Boy. Um,
yeah, because now it's because they're doing it this year, and it's Lady Gaga and
yeah, it's
Bradley
just that
Cooper.
yeah, I can't remember the fucking title of it though. But to be honest, I can't remember every movie that we got in the movie draft besides Green Book. Like I've lost
I
all focus. Green Book is
I
it,
had
you
yeah,
know.
I have to pull up. I have to pull up. Someone thankfully put up like the doc for it, and I have to go pull it up
Uh,
every time and go.
yeah,
That's
Matt
what we
did.
have. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Because
yeah. Sometimes I'll watch a trailer and be like, oh shit, yeah, we got that one. Yeah. I mean, like,
there are some of them I watch the trailer for, and I go, oh, thank God I didn't get that one.
yeah. Well, I know you're not saying that about Green Book though, because
No, Green Book's gonna make like $6 billion,
yeah.
but
Well,
it's like Johnny English Strikes Again.
you know what? Johnny English movies actually do fucking well for a shitty. I never liked any Johnny English movie ever.
Any of the Mr. Bean.
No, he's stupid, man. He gets on my fucking nerves. Like I just never liked his comedy. I'm
I
not.
was telling I was telling somebody I work with who's like 22. So I refer to them as a child, but they were saying,
Yeah, just like
but
I
they were
call
like,
Will. Yeah, I got you.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they were like, oh, it's. I was like, yeah, Johnny English Strikes Again. Like, what's that? It was a movie back, the original Johnny English, the movie way back when. There was a. It's like it's the guy who played Mr. Bean. Who's Mr. Bean? Okay, it's like, wait, is it the English guy who does a face like this? And I like it just like a scrunched up face, and I was like, yes, yes, it is.
Yeah.
That is all you need to know.
Oh, what was that? It's not Mr. Magoo. He didn't do Mr. Magoo. But there was just
No,
one he did that was just. It wasn't Mr. Bean. It was something else, and it wasn't Johnny English.
he was in Rat Race.
Yeah, I hated Rat Race too. I liked
He
the.
was in
I mean, it was all right. It just.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I like him when he's not crazy. I like him as an actor
yeah.
when he's not fucking stupid. Like I do actually like him. What's the movie he plays in where he actually talks? Like, cause it actually tripped me the fuck out. You know, it was like hearing Teller speak for the first time. Like that
Oh God,
completely
yes.
ruined my childhood. Cause I did not know. You know,
I assumed he was mute.
I never assumed he was mute. I just fucking figured he didn't talk. Like.
I thought there had to be some medical reason that Teller couldn't speak, otherwise he would be talking.
In my head he was like so magical, like he didn't need to talk. You know what I'm saying?
The
Like
magic spoke for him.
but that's why he could turn fucking coins into fish,
That's why he
and
caught bullets in his teeth.
exactly, and it's why he didn't cuss fucking Pin out sometimes. I used
You
to
feel
really,
like
I used to
I,
really
I,
watch it and be like, oh my god, he's so mean to Teller. Why does he treat Teller that way? When I was a kid, yeah.
yeah, no, I did the same thing. I'm just like, man, I wonder how much of that is just Teller having to carry his ass.
Yeah, I wonder how much of that is like Teller wrote in himself as a bit. You know?
Especially like when I read the reply email from Schwood about like what
Yeah,
Teller had said, and I was like, he is very like well spoken in that letter, like because I'm picturing guy who doesn't talk, and all of a sudden you just see, "Hello, my illegitimate son. Tell me about your,"
yeah. Well,
you know.
I will say that shit changed my life too, because when I saw what Schwoida did because of that letter, it made me think like I mean, cause I was working a good job. I made fucking $900 a week. and that's good
Mhm.
money. Even
Yeah.
with a wife and 2 kids, I have money, you
Yeah.
know. Um, and I mean, I still have money. I'm not broke, but I'm not fucking balling. Um,
Right.
but when I saw that like he could quit a fucking, and then I did the interview with him too. Like I saw he quit like Hewlett Packard to become a fucking
Yeah.
magician. Yeah,
That
goddamn,
is
like
a that
uh,
is a gear shift.
exact a goddamn magician. Like it made me really think like all I'm doing is making fences, building fences, and or flipping fucking eggs. Like I could quit this shit and become a magician if I put my mind to it. You fake this shit till you make, and that changed my life, and that's why I
Mhm.
wrote him a letter, and uh, and I just fucking called him a dick, and he responded. But I didn't really mean he was a dick. I honestly, when I sent the message, I never thought he'd ever even read
Mhm.
it. Never even thought he'd read it.
It's that's how I was when. Okay, I'll do the full disclosure on that one. I sent him an email about how Night Attack helped me get through a very tough time when my aunt passed away. Ironically, she died in a fire.
Oh
Um,
wow, yeah.
and I was like, I mentioned that, and at the same time, some huge tragedy had happened in like Las Vegas. But I was like, guys, you got me to laugh for the first time since I heard that news, and that was very important to me, and I was very happy about that. And I got a reply from Schwood and Jury, and I was like, holy crap, okay. Like that was like one of the first times like they're actual people. I should stop
Yeah,
fangirling so much. But
they yeah they are actually people. I actually have a whole bit I wanted to do, just being like the whole. Oh my God, it's Wood, but oh, why'd you cut your hair? Oh my God, and oh my God, it's Jury. Where's your beard? Why does it look like that now? Oh my God,
oh
you
my god,
know.
why you have a
Oh, I
mustache?
almost. Oh my God, action
But yeah,
beard. Ugh. But I mean, they really changed my life, and it's funny how that shit happened.
yeah,
You know,
like the,
it is.
they them and I will say there like we mentioned you were mentioning earlier what influences may have had. There's one other one that I thought of partway through. It's going to sound weird. It was and because it's not necessarily a podcaster necessarily, but
It doesn't matter, man, to have a mentor.
Will Wheaton
Will
after
Wheaton,
his
yeah, I can see that.
post post Star Trek and acting when
He's
he's
a
like
hell of a
doing
writer. He is.
yeah, and I got his book Just a Geek, and it's all
Yeah.
just basically just posts from his first so long doing just blogging,
Yeah, he writes on
and
Medium too. Yeah.
yeah, and it really was like kind of like a big experience for me, like reading that book, and I was like, oh my god, that hit a whole lot of like they actually like, affected me in a way that I wasn't expecting. It was really cool. And I think I guess that kind of honesty is a thing I always want to try to bring into whatever content I put out.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I can agree with that. I really can because I mean, but the thing because I think about like okay, like Brad Wodo, I did the interview with him, but I
mhm.
watched I watched his content a lot because I liked it. And the thing I loved about Brad Wodo, and I do it now. I'll call you all peasants. I'll call you a pleb because and he'll it's funny as fuck because he'll be like you'll subscribe and he'll go why the fuck did you waste your fucking money, man. He doesn't talk like that, but
Right.
I can't do a fucking Brad Water unless he fucking he's talking like fucking that's only when he's making fun of shit, when he's making fun of a British accent he talks like that. But I just thought that was the coolest shit ever. I thought it was even cooler that we were there to get tortured. Like, and because, like, Brad's chat is when I was talking about, like, you could get roasted by the streamer, you can get killed by the streamer. Say something stupid.
Yeah.
Say something stupid. And you would be surprised. Like, he'll do a video with PewDiePie, and then, or just whatever the PewDiePie video is, fucking you can like clockwork every 5 minutes there'll be somebody that'll be like haha it's Marcia haha PewDiePie haha this down the third and they get one and after that they get banned. Noodle has like that's what I'm saying I don't feel bad for the mods. Noodle like I'm not to call him out. he's banned like fucking. I think it was like 1,200 people just in
Whew,
a fucking year. You know, because
Jesus.
I've been banned from Brad's chat before. You know, uh, well, first time I didn't know, like, I couldn't talk about being a streamer, and the second time, which, yeah, it's self promotion. I don't give a fuck. You throw it
Yeah,
in my chat, whatever, if it helps you. Um, and the second time was some other shit. I don't even remember. I just got timed out. Um, for a
there
day.
was it's not as if getting banned, but I remember not long after Night Attack switched over to doing stuff on Twitch. I was posting in IRC and in Twitch chat, and in the Twitch chat, I had put down "See you next Tuesday," as was tradition at the time. And I remember it timing it out for a minute, going, "We're making sure the moderators think this is okay."
Yeah, yeah,
And I went, "Motherfucker, this is what we always say." Oh,
yeah. Wait till you go and have that happen like every 10 messages. That happens to me all the time. Like, we're just making sure it's okay. There's certain, like, if I go to Christy Kate's, like, I have to. It was hard for me to talk to her in her Discord earlier without cussing while I'm writing. I'm not even talking, I'm just writing. And I'm like, oh,
mm-hmm.
can't say that. Gotta erase that. You know? And I
Yeah, but
get it. I
swearing
get it.
is.
You
I just
know?
said, but swearing is so much easier.
It is. Well, so, how do you feel about PG? Because you know, and how do you think everybody else feels? Because
I
they're now having kids.
Yeah,
You know.
I am the one most likely to get edited on our show because I'm the one most likely to let an F bomb slip through. We
Oh yeah,
try
me too.
we try to get our stuff to where it doesn't have to have an explicit label on iTunes because that's detrimental.
Yeah.
But uh, but we also like generally just we don't think about it. It's just something that occasionally we have to realize that Brittany has to fix in post.
I'm gonna tell you, you kids aren't even gonna watch your content unless you die. They're not. I'm telling you. I got kids now. They don't watch me. They
Yeah,
don't give a fuck about what I'm doing. You know. I'm like, hey, did you watch any of the show? No. Mm, no.
the I'm waiting for by the time all the future children will be able to like verbalize anything. It's going to be like, yeah, no, I didn't care what you did, Dad. Don't talk to me.
You
And
know,
I'm waiting to hear that from them, going, yep,
I'm gonna knock
yeah,
the shit out of my son when he says that shit too. You watch. I don't give a fuck. I'm from the south. I will point a gun at him just like. No, I would never like. But and
no,
you know, I have issues about. I want to homeschool him because at least if I shoot him, you know, I shot him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's not some rando.
Yeah. Which I'm not talking shit about it. You know, Parkland had some real heroes, and uh, Sandy Hook was fucking real. Alex Jones, thank you. But he never said it wasn't. I see. You know, we'll close out. It's been about 2 hours. You know, I don't want to
Yeah, I
keep
was like
you.
at the time I was like, oh, I've
Yeah.
been rambling
Well,
probably.
time flies when I talk too much. But
Yeah.
I thank you for coming on the show. Is there, you know, anything you want to plug? Anything you want to leave? You know, final thoughts.
Uh,
What I always ask everybody, what can we expect from you? Not just have a drink, but just you and have a drink and whatever in the next year.
the next year, you
Yeah.
should see some fun stuff from Have a Drink. Like speaking for all of us, uh, you may see some stuff slightly later as baby schedules start throwing, but generally we're gonna have we should still have a lot of fun. For me personally, I don't know. I don't plan that far ahead,
Yeah,
but
I feel you.
but it's gonna be hopefully it'll be a fun year. At the very least, we've got at least one drinktacular on the record,
I mean,
and
and you'll definitely lose in the movie draft, so you got that to look forward
yeah,
to.
yeah, I got that going for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I can be twice a loser.
Yeah, I know you could have really gotten Green Book for $9,
Oh
but
man,
that's the
but
bit that
Green.
is never gonna end to the like end of the movie draft. We'll be doing the next movie draft, and I'll be like, man, I'm really glad we got Green Book. No matter
I'm
how we
waiting.
do, I'm gonna be
I'm
fucking
waiting to hear. I'm waiting for when it comes out and Big Bush go. And the winner of the year, Green Book, coming out
Yeah.
for.
Oh my God, it's gonna be great. I can't wait to hear it when it comes out. Talk so much shit. But you know what? I've honestly heard that a lot of people are talking about it. Not even just me.
Yeah. Which
I don't know if they're
which one
saying
was
good shit.
Green Book? I've been making jokes the whole time, and I can't remember which
I
movie it
don't
was.
even know what it was, what it is. I've been doing this bit for like 3 weeks and have not watched the trailer for it.
Okay,
Like,
hold on. We're gonna do a very quick look because I tried to watch all of the trailers ahead of time, and I just want to see. It's the one with it's the one where what's his name? Viggo Mortensen is the driver for the
oh shit,
music.
this has got fucking Aragorn in it, man. This is gonna make
Yeah,
millions.
yeah, like Hidalgo.
Yeah. Fuck you, Hidalgo was a good movie. That horse was great. And he ran. He
He
almost
did,
died. Okay.
but he ran.
He ran.
All
Ah,
right.
fuck. I haven't thought about Hidalgo in a long ass time. It's one of those movies like when you watch it the first time, that's all you really need to watch it. It was good
Yeah,
enough that time.
sounds about right.
Well, to close out, I don't really have anything to say other than, thank you for coming to the show. I really appreciate it. Anytime
I
you want
very
to come
much
out,
appreciate
man,
having.
Wednesday we do the BS room, man. Just come in bullshit in Discord. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
just if somebody shows up. If not, I just end up fucking listening to music or playing a game. It's whatever.
Well, like I said, I, my work schedule is variable, but
Yeah.
I will try to stop on by
Well, I
because
mean, anytime, man, anytime,
yeah,
and like I said, we do the show on Saturday too. Troll Spirits, if you ever want to talk, anybody,
yeah.
and because I think everybody has a story, man. No matter who the fuck you
Oh
are,
yeah.
you
Hey,
know.
anytime you want me to bullshit for a couple hours, just let me know. I'll
Oh
show
yeah,
one up.
oh yeah, man. Of course, like I plan to be doing a lot more, man. I said this is my year. I said that last year, I think, but this is my year to really shine. Uh,
I look, I'm hoping for
I am too, because the baby is expensive. You want a baby? I let it go cheap.
it.
It's really cheap.
Man, as much as I would want it, I've got some
All your
nieces.
friends are
I have some.
doing it. All your friends
I've
are
got
doing it.
I've got nieces. I can rent.
Man, see, this one you can have though. Yeah, it's not like that bit is gonna be so sad to see it go when the baby actually comes and gets older, because nobody
Right.
wants an old baby.
Now they only want them fresh,
Yeah,
right out of the womb.
yeah, it's just like a puppy. But
Yep.
anyways, go ahead. I appreciate you coming out here, Justin from Have a Drink. You can follow him at was it twitch.tv / Have a
Uh,
Drink Show.
Basically, any social media have a drink show.
Uh,
That pretty much covers it, except Snapchat because we're old and we don't know how
who
it works.
fucking uses Snapchat anyways?
Right.
It doesn't save the dick pic. It just fucking erases it. But thank you for coming out, man. I really do. I appreciate like
I
just being here. Everybody give him a follow. Check him out if you don't already. And as always, thank you for coming, and we'll catch you as always in between the lines. Diamonds.